Hi friends, we are back together for another lesson. Today is lesson 2 and we are talking all about MyPlate. Lots of different foods and food groups on MyPlate, so we're going to be spending a lot of time talking about it, but also sharing our favorite foods that might be on the MyPlate. So keep that in mind. And same as lesson 1, we will also be doing a fun activity at the end, and I'm going to share with you my favorite snack. It's going to be all the way at the end because we have some fun stuff to get into first. But I want to do a quick refresher. Last lesson we did together was all about hand washing. We talked about when during the day we might wash our hands, but we also spent a lot of time talking about how we wash our hands. Remember, it's really, really important to fight off those germs and that bacteria to stay healthy, not just for ourselves, but for all of our friends and everybody else we see throughout the day. It's really, really important. But I want to ask you, who remembers how many seconds we want to wash our hands for every time we go in and wash our hands? Put your thinking cap back on. Think about last time we were together and how many seconds. We even did a few activities with that same amount of time so we could remember. If you guessed 20, you are right. Thank you so much for being correct and paying attention and listening last time we were together, so you got it. 20 seconds is the magic number. Moving on to what our next slide is today in the presentation, and it says peanut. Again, some of you might remember from the last time we were together, I am Miss Catherine, and I am from the Peanut program. We discussed how peanut stands for physical education and nutrition. We pushed those two really long words together so that we know every time we get together it's going to be related to physical education and exercising or nutrition, which is all that yummy healthy food that we put in our mouth, okay? And the things that we need for our bodies to grow and stay strong. So that, my friends, is our quick review, and then also what the word peanut stands for. So, as I mentioned today, we are going to be talking all about MyPlate and the 5 different food groups. We have fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, and protein. We're going to spend some time talking about those throughout our lesson today, but I thought what better way to understand MyPlate and the 5 food groups than reading a book. I love reading, and I think it's super important to understand this information because it's really, really important. So we are going to read a book called We Like to Eat, and I'm going to kind of disappear for a second because each page is going to take up the whole entire space on the screen. All right, so this is the front of the book we're going to start reading together, and it's called We Like to Eat. Like a car needs gas to run, we need to eat to grow and play. Let's take a look at MyPlate and see what we have to say. Be active your way every day. Patricia likes to eat oatmeal. Oatmeal is in the grains food group. We can eat other foods in the grains food group like cereal, popcorn, tortillas, rice, bread, crackers, and my favorite, pasta. Remember, this is all in the grain food group on the MyPlate. David likes to eat potatoes. Potatoes are in the vegetable food group. So yummy. We can eat other foods in the vegetable food group like carrots. Remember carrots from last time we were together? That was an example of a yummy snack. Spinach, sweet potatoes, zucchini, red peppers, and yellow squash. This is the vegetable food group. Sarah likes to eat cantaloupe. Can you guess what food group cantaloupe is in? Cantaloupe is in the fruit food group. We can eat other foods in the fruit food group like bananas, strawberries, pineapple, apples, cantaloupe, watermelon, raisins, and mangoes. There might be some that we didn't mention, so keep your thinking cap on because I bet you might be able to share some other yummy fruits that we didn't say. Anna likes to eat yogurt. Yummy. Yogurt is in the dairy food group. We can eat other foods in the dairy food group like cheese, milk, yogurt, cottage cheese. I had to squint on that one. It looked kind of small, but cottage cheese is very yummy. These are all in the dairy food group. Daniel likes to eat beans. Beans are in the protein food group. We can eat other foods in the protein food group like fish, eggs, peanut butter, nuts, lentils, and chicken. There's a lot more, so if you're thinking of something, keep it in your head and store it away for our activity later. Patricia, David, Sarah, Anna, and Daniel like to play and be active their own way every day. We like eating different foods. As you can see, for running and playing is as fun can be. I love playing outside and exercising. All right, so this next slide, I'm going to step away so you can see me again since we finished reading the book. This is a worksheet that you are going to do in a few minutes, and it is an actual picture of a MyPlate. The only thing is there's not much color to it, and there aren't any foods on it. That's where you come in. You get to decorate the MyPlate however you want, and you can also put all of your favorite foods that are in the 5 food groups on the MyPlate. Remember, you can use one that we gave examples of in the book, or if you think of something that we didn't mention, you can still add that. But remember, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, protein. 5 food groups. Those are the ones that you're going to be using to decorate. And I look forward to seeing everybody's fun artwork as you color and put your favorite foods in here. All right, so today, along with talking about the 5 food groups, I want to make sure that we get up and we move around and get our wiggles out. I mentioned last time we were together for lesson 1 that that's something that we're going to focus on at the end of every single lesson together. So keep in mind, we want to make sure that we're always safe and we're always taking care of ourselves and the other people around us to make sure that nobody's being harmed. We always want to practice safety. There's so many ways to be active, and there's so many fun sports that we can play, and we could go ride our bike, or even if it's just something small like walking your dog up the street or just playing with a jump rope or a basketball in the driveway. There's so many fun things that you can do with friends or alone. That's the nice thing about being active and moving around. All right, so this next activity we're going to play is called Classify the 5. This is a fun movement to help us understand the 5 different food groups. So remember, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, and protein. The more that we say it, the easier that it'll be, because I know it's a lot of information, but it's really, really important. So doing fun things like this or the coloring activity will help us to remember. So I have a list of different foods. They are my favorite snacks. When I say what food it is, you have to think about what food group it is. And for each food group, there is a different movement. So we're going to make sure that we're constantly moving during this activity. It's a lot to think about at once, but we're going to do it together. And I have it written down, so it makes things a little bit easier as we go through. I want to make sure that we're all being safe and we're giving everybody enough space around us and avoiding the walls so that we're not getting hurt, okay? And also remember, we're going to have fun. That is the most important thing, having fun. And we're going to stay in place, so we're not going to be running around all the space that we're in. So keep that in mind as we go through this activity. All right, one of my favorite snacks that I love enjoying during the day, and I also think it's really easy to eat on the go, are crackers. They are so yummy, and they're really, really tasty and crunchy. I want you to think about what food group it would go in. Crackers, do they go in fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, or protein? I'll let you think about that. For those of you that said grains, you are correct. Nice job, and thank you for staying on task. Grains is one of the food groups on MyPlate, and crackers are in that. So looking at my handy dandy cheat sheet, it says if I mention a grain, we have to march in place for 10 seconds. Are we ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. The next food that I am thinking of is a cucumber. My favorite. Cucumbers is in what food group? So yummy and crunchy and juicy. Cucumbers are in the vegetable food group. For those that got it correct, nice job. Keep up the great work. So, cucumbers, vegetable. Hop on one foot. Love this. Okay, awesome. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, 10 seconds on one foot. Nice job, friends. I just thought too, cucumbers are in my mom and dad's backyard. So if I ever have a tasty craving for cucumbers, I can just go in the backyard, pull one off the garden, run inside, rinse it off, and chop it up and have it as a nice yummy snack. You can do so many fun things with cucumbers. They're my favorite. Nice job, friends, for staying on task and keeping up with all of our fun movements. The next one that I love, this is one of my favorite dinners. Hamburgers, hamburgers. So think about what food group the hamburger patty is in. Not the bun or nothing on top of it, just the hamburger patty. Fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, or protein. Think about that, friends. What food group does that go in? I'll let you think for a second. If you said the protein food group, you are correct. You are on a roll. Nice job. Looking at my handy dandy cheat sheet, it says protein has arm circles. Are we ready? Let's do 5 forward and 5 backwards. If you remember from last time, our arm circles are big T, and we're gonna do little wiggles forward and then little wiggles backwards. So let's start like this and let's do 5 forward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Get the wiggles out. Sometimes it's really hard on your muscles, so make sure that you get all your wiggles out and you loosen up those arms. The next food that I love to eat is on my handy dandy list right here, and it is popcorn. Oh my gosh, popcorn is so tasty. It's my favorite treat. I love it sometimes like after dinner, if I want an evening snack and my family and I are watching a movie, it's a great treat to eat with everybody. So popcorn is in what food group? Fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, or protein? I'll let you think about that for 1 second. Put your thinking caps on. What food group is popcorn in? We have already said this one. That'll be my hint. It is in the grain food group. Nice job, friends. Thank you for staying on task. The grain food group. Because a popcorn is a seed. Remember, before it cooks and it gets really, really hot and pops, it's a seed. So that's something to keep in mind when you're trying to think about what food group the foods are in. All right, we did, marching in place again. We ready? Marching in place for 10 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Sorry guys, I was getting excited walking in place. I thought I wanted to go a little further, but we'll stop at 10 seconds. So, I want to share another one. Ooh, this is my favorite. I know I've been saying that a lot, but this really is my favorite. So this is a peach, a juicy, yummy peach. These are actually in season right now. So if you see one at the grocery store, they're really, really, really fresh and juicy because they're in season right now, usually in the spring and summer. So peach. What food group is a peach in? This is a good one. If you said fruit, you are correct. You know what else I was just thinking too? You can buy a peach fresh in the produce, canned, maybe in a can or like a fruit cup for school. Frozen, you can get a bag of frozen peaches for like a smoothie. And you can get dried peaches. Dried peaches. So there are 4 different ways to eat peaches. This can be the case for a lot of different fruits though, so keep that in mind if you ever want something similar in a different form. That's always an option. All right, grabbing my cheat sheet. The fruit food group is rock back and forth or rock out air guitar. Sounds pretty cool. We ready? Let's do it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Love a good air guitar. Nice job, friends, and thank you for playing along. Let's do one more. Celery. Celery is green. It's crunchy. This might grow in your garden too. And you could have it as a yummy snack. What food group is celery in? I like ants on a log, which is celery and peanut butter in the divot all the way down the celery stick with little drops of raisins all the way down. It's called ants on a log. It's a really yummy snack. Friends, if you said celery is in the vegetable food group, you are correct. Nice job. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm so proud of you. Cheat sheet says, hop on one foot. We got to do that again. So let's do hopping on the opposite foot that you used earlier. So I used my right foot earlier to hop on one foot. Let's change it up and use the other. Ready? 10 seconds, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew! I need some more water. I'm getting tired, but it feels so good. Okay, so that is the end of our Fitbit activity where we got up and moving and got all of our wiggles out. Thank you for playing along and following directions and learning about all the 5 food groups on MyPlate. Remember, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, protein. Nice job. Okay, so similar to the last lesson when I shared carrots, I have another food that I want to share that I really enjoy as a yummy snack. I'm going to give you 3 hints again, and then I'll give you a second to think about it. If we don't know, that's okay. I have a slide coming up right after this one, and you'll be able to see what it is. So this food is in the fruit food group, okay? That's the hint 1. It is orange, and it is super, super juicy. Super juicy. Put your thinking caps on and think about that for a sec. What food am I talking about? Think about it. If you guessed oranges, you are correct. Nice job. Give you a round of applause. This was a funny one because I said orange is the color, and I thought I gave it away because that's the name of the fruit too. But it is a fruit. It is juicy. You don't want to eat the skin, but you can peel it. And the fun thing is oranges come in different sizes. Or you could have a nice glass of orange juice for a snack or breakfast. Okay? So this is my favorite. Sometimes they have seeds, sometimes they don't. So it just depends on the kind of orange that you're eating. But I love eating oranges, and they might be actually in season too. So I talked a little bit about how peaches are in season right now. I have to double check, but I think oranges might be in season right now as well, which are the best time to buy them, and you're enjoying them super fresh. Okay? So that is all, my friends. Thank you so much for coming on here today. I have one more thing I want to share with you. We have healthy homework. I want you to go out after class today and share with all of your friends the 5 food groups. All 5 food groups. Remember, fruits, vegetables, grains, dairy, and protein. So remember all 5 of those and think about the foods that are in those 5 food groups. You could even open up your pantry or your refrigerator and grab something yummy and ask yourself, what food group is this in? So that is all I have for you today. Enjoy your afternoon. Take care. Remember to keep your body moving and stay strong and be safe. Bye, everyone.